And we welcome you to the Toyota Center here in Houston, Texas. I am Vinny from vdubproductions. Productions. Welcome back to my 2025-2026 season playthrough. We're in the 2026 NBA playoffs. We have Game 2 of the Western Conference Quarterfinals featuring the number 6 seeded Denver Nuggets and the 3 seeded Houston Rockets. The Rockets took Game 1, 124-117 behind a 49-point effort by Kevin Durant. Ties a franchise record set by Hakeem Olajuwon. As we look at the starting lineups, we got Jamal Murray, Tim Hardaway Jr., Cameron Johnson, Aaron Gordon, Nikola Jokic for the Denver Nuggets, and for the Houston Rockets, Aaron Holiday, Amen Thompson, Kevin Durant, Tari Eason, and Alperen Şengün. The Nuggets are fully healthy. Of course, we know about Van Vliet being out for the season. He has not played a single game as he had an injury set during training camp, as the Nuggets will win the tip. Jabari Smith Jr., who's still day-to-day, but did play in Game 1, had 8 points in that game. Let's see Jokic. They should have back over to Tim Hardaway Jr. here. Jokic had a triple-double in the game against in Game 1. Johnson for 3, that's in there, and the Nuggets leading it 3-0. Amen Thompson coming around the corner here. He had 23 points in that win. Kevin Durant for 3, no good. Looking to try to continue that good Game 1 that he had. Tied the franchise record for the most points, as well as 20 made free field goals, as Tim Hardaway Jr. with the dunk. Hardaway Jr. had 22, part of a trio of players that scored 20-plus points in the game and even in defeat. The Nuggets already up 5-0 already. Durant coming around. That shot's up, that's in there, and the Rockets are on the board. We look at 4 games this season for Kevin Durant against the Denver Nuggets at 23 points a game, averaging 4.2 assists. Jokic. They should have back over to Murray. Murray led the Nuggets in scoring with 28. They should over to Johnson. Johnson for 3. And Cam Johnson, I believe that's 6 already for him in this game. And it's already an 8-2 start for the Nuggets. Nuggets' largest lead of that game was 11 points. And as we see, Amen Thompson with the bucket. 8-4 right now as we are approaching 10:07 to play here. 15 on the shot clock. That's a miss right there. Tari Eason grabbing a rebound. Thompson. They shoot it over to Durant. Durant for 3. That's in there. Kevin Durant with 5 points already. He's averaging a shade over 30 points a game. 4.5 assists here at the Toyota Center. 14 on the shot clock. Over to Jamal Murray. And that's over to Cameron Johnson. Johnson 3 on the shot clock. Johnson for 3. That is no good. Kevin Durant getting the rebound there. Amen Thompson with it. This is over to Şengün. Şengün with the slam dunk. And the Rockets lead for the first time in this game. Alperen Şengün with 17.9 points in the regular season. And he had 14 points and 13 rebounds, a double-double in game number 1 for the Nuggets here, as we see the Nuggets back on top. 4-6 shooting for the Nuggets, 4-5 for the Rockets at this point. Şengün coming around, no good. Jokic with the rebound. Jokic dishes it back over to Murray. He's holding on to it right now, 10 on the shot clock. If we look at the stats, 24 points, 13 assists for Nikola Jokic on 11-15 shooting. But you can also add 18 rebounds for him. As I said, he had a triple-double. We got Şengün. Over to Amen Thompson. Amen Thompson with the slam dunk, and the Rockets are on top by 1 again. Thompson with 17.2 points a game on average. See Cameron Johnson back over to Aaron Gordon. Gordon back over to Jokic. 5 on the shot clock. Jokic coming around. There's a jumper. No good. Şengün grabbing a rebound. Over to Thompson. Thompson coming around. That's in there. Timeout Nuggets, I should say. 13-10. The Rockets on top. 7:36 to play in the first. We're going to take a timeout. And the Rocket coming out of timeout here. The Rockets up 13-10 right now. They won game one, 124-117, in a game where they were down by as many as 11 points, led by as many as 12 at one point. See Murray crossing the half-court line, back over to Jokic. To Jamal Murray. Murray coming around, and he's going to go to the foul line, shooting two. Holiday called for his first personal foul. This is the first series to reach game number 2. We already had 2 series in the Eastern Conference. Done with 2 games, as we see points in the paint already. 10 for the Rockets and 11 points off of the assist. And let's see, points in the paint. The Rockets outscored them, the Nuggets 74-42 in the paint in game number 1. First free throw made by Jamal Murray, who's at the line shooting 2. But as I mentioned, we had 2 series already reached their game 2s in the Eastern Conference. Orlando, in case you missed it, Orlando took both games in Chicago, while Milwaukee and Indiana had a split in the first 2 games, heading back to Indianapolis. How will this go here? Thompson coming to misses that one. Next video coming out, we're staying in the Western Conference, and that will be the 5-4 matchup with the Lakers and the Timberwolves, where the Timberwolves took game number 1 of that series. Hardaway for 3, no good. Şengün grabbing the rebound. Over to Aaron Holiday, who has it crossing the half-court line. Shoot it back over to Kevin Durant. Durant shot up, that's in there. Kevin Durant, I believe, has 7 in this game already. He's averaging 29.3 points a game this regular season. Aaron Gordon. Over to Hardaway Jr. for 3. No good. Jokic gets the offensive rebound. Back to Gordon. Gordon for 3. No good. Jokic will get the slam dunk. Second chance points there. Worthy enough of the AT&T Connected KM. AT&T, proud sponsor of NBA2K. Speaking of second chance points, I don't think I have second chance points stats with me right now. We have fast break, but not second chance. Şengün back over to Durant. Durant coming around. That's in there. That's 9 for him already. On 4 of 4 shooting, 8. The rest of the team has 8 on 4, 7 shooting. So shooting 8 of 11. They're shooting really well in this game to start off as a team. Jokic coming around over to Johnson. Johnson for 3. No good. Jokic gets the offensive rebound. He gets a put up. No good. Şengün grabbing a rebound here. Under 5.5 to play here in the first. 17-14. Rockets on top. This is game 2 of the Western Conference Quarterfinals. The 6-seeded Denver Nuggets and the 3-seeded Houston Rockets coming to you from the Toyota Center as Easton for 3, no good. I am Vinny from vdubproductions on the call. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do drop. As you see, Cameron Johnson for 3. That's in there, and we are tied at 17. And if you want to support me financially, there is a link in the description down below to my Cash App. It is not required to donate, but it is appreciated, though. And the Şengün coming around, layup, that's in there. Timeout, Nuggets. 4:35 to play in the first. We're going to take a timeout with the Rockets leading at 19-17. Substitutions out on the court right now. Coming out of the timeout, Tim Hardaway Jr., Christian Braun, I know, is coming into the game now. And let's see here. So we got Reed Sheppard, Jabari Smith Jr. out. So we're going to look at the lineup here. We got Jokic, Tim Hardaway Jr. still on the court. Christian Braun, I think, is the only player that came out onto the court, because we see Aaron Gordon still there. Yep, and so it is Aaron Gordon and Cameron Johnson still out there. So that is the Nuggets lineup set. Jokic for 3. That's in there, and the Nuggets leading it 20-19. As we see Durant and Amen Thompson out on the court. So is Jabari Smith and Reed Sheppard. Clint Capella. That is actually the lineup set for the Clippers, I should say. And And there's a bucket right there by Amen Thompson. You see the Rockets shooting 10 of 14 already in this game. They end up shooting 63% from the field in game number 1. 21-20, the Rockets on top. Over to Nikola Jokic. Jokic coming around. There's a three by Braun. No good. Clint Capella grabbing a rebound. There's Jabari Smith Jr. As I said, he's had that day-to-day designation. You see that injury icon right there. Over to Reed Shepherd. Shepherd back to Smith Jr. for three. That's in there. Reed. No, Jabari Smith Jr. And it's a 4-point lead for the Rockets. 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. This is game 2 of the Western Conference Quarterfinals Series. First game in the Western Conference to have a game number 2. Hardaway Jr. for three. That's in there. As I said, Hardaway Jr. had 22 in the loss in game number 1. One of the trio of players with 20-plus points. Reed Shepherd for three, and that is no good. Jokic grabbing the rebound. And there. Then there's Smith Jr. right there. Kevin Durant holding on to it right now. There's a shot up. That's in there. I believe that's 11 points for the Houston Rockets, or for Kevin Durant, I should say. Kevin Braun for three. Clint Capella grabbing the rebound there to Amen Thompson. Thompson coming around with a slam dunk. It's a 5-point lead for Houston. Thompson off to a strong start himself. As we're under a minute and a half to play here in the first. 15 on the shot clock. The Rockets leading at 28-23. Jokic coming around the layup. That's in there. Timeout, Houston. We're going to take a timeout as well with the minute 16 to play in the first. 28-25, Rockets on top. Coming out of the timeout here, it's a 3-point lead for the Rockets. Let's look at the lineup set here. Murray, Brown, and we'll look at the Rock lineup, as I say, in a second. So we had Reed Shepherd taking that inbound. So we got Shepherd and Alperen Sengun with the slam dunk there. It's a 5-point lead for the Rockets. Reed Shepherd with the assist. So it's Jamal Murray. We have Christian Braun out on the court. I believe Bruce Brown. No, that's Valanciunas now. Valanciunas, I think Bruce Brown, and who else is out on the court for the Nuggets? Reed Shepherd for three. That's in there. It's an 8-point lead. The Rockets shooting 45% already, as you see Murray, Valanciunas, Bruce Brown, Christian Braun out on the court. I see Murray. He's going to come around. That's in there. Sengun and Shepherd. And it's a problem. I wish I could see who actually is out on there. Tate is out there, as well as Smith Jr., and there is a reaching foul called against Jamal Murray. That's his first personal foul, first team foul. And let's see who's coming out for the Rockets. Tate's going to go to the bench. And Dorian Finney-Smith coming into the game now for the Rockets. We got Sengun. Oh, we're back to Reed Shepherd here. 10 on the game clock, 7 on the shot clock. Shepherd for three, no good. Bruce Brown grabbing a rebound. Over to Murray. Murray for three. That's in there with .8. And that will do it. We are at the end of the first quarter. The Rockets leading at 33-30. You're watching Game 2 of the Western Conference Quarterfinals here on VDub Productions. We'll be back to start the second quarter very shortly. We are back to start the second quarter. We got Sengun, Shepherd, inbounding it to Shepherd right now. Reed Shepard still holding on to it right now. Or no, that's Şengün with it right now. He's coming around. As we got Shepard, Okogie, Şengün, Finney-Smith, and Smith Jr. out there. Brown will get the rebound. Jamal Murray out there as well as Valanciunas. Let's see Christian Braun coming around. Brown over the... No, that's Braun to Brown. That's no good. We got Dorian Finney-Smith with it. Back over to Shepard. Shepard back to Şengün. Şengün coming with the layup. That's in there. It's a 5-point lead. Alperen Şengün with 8 points already in this game. So we're only a minute into the second quarter. Murray grabbing with it right now. Still holding on to it. Murray back to Valanciunas. Now Valanciunas with the layup. That's in there. Jonas Valanciunas getting the bucket off the bench. The Nuggets, one stat the Nuggets did win was the bench points, 22-17, as we see Alperen Şengün. No, that's not Şengün. But the one category the Nuggets did win was bench points, 22-17. The Rockets up by 5 right now. Murray coming around. Over to Brown. Brown for 3. No good. Out the back iron as Dorian Finney-Smith has it right there. Over to Okogie. Back to Reed Shepard. No, that was Şengün, I think, that got the dunk. Shepard had the assist. Watson. That was it. Watson was the player I was thinking of. That completes the lineup set now. I try to get the lineup set as best as I can for everybody that's watching this. They see Okogie. Over to Smith Jr. Back over to Reed Shepard. Shepard for 3. No good. Brown will grab the rebound. Brown with a jump shot. That's no good. Dorian Finney-Smith with the rebound. And he dishes over to Reed Shepard here. 17 on the shot clock. Over to Okogie. Okogie for 3. That's in there. Josh Okogie putting the Rockets up by 8. Matches their largest margin of lead right now. Jamal Murray coming around. Murray with the layup. That's in there. Timeout, Houston. We're going to take a timeout as well with 8:48 to play in the second. The Rockets leading at 40-34. Substitution out on the court. We got Nikola Jokic coming back into the game now for the Nuggets and for the Houston Rockets. Kevin Durant back into the game. Şengün will inbound into KD. 8:45 to play until halftime. The Rockets up by 6. Over to Shepard. Shepard dishing it over to Smith Jr. for 3. No good. Christian Braun grabbing the rebound. Braun over to Murray. Murray for 3. No good. Şengün grabbing the rebound over, and now we got Smith Jr. with it again. Smith Jr. over to Shepard. Shepard for 3. No good. Jokic grabbing a rebound. Reed Shepard only 3 points on 1 of 6 assists. And look at Şengün with the rejection there. Oh, watch that again. Şengün's like, not in my house. Watson will inbound it. Inbounds into Murray here as we got 4 minutes into the second quarter here. 40-34, the Rockets on top here in Game 2 of the Western Conference Quarterfinals Series. The 6th-seeded Nuggets and the 3rd-seeded Rockets here. There's a shot by Murray. That's in there! And the Nuggets are within 3 right now. Of course, this Game 2 coming to you from the Toyota Center. I'm Vinny from vdub Productions on the call. Shepard for 3. That's off the back iron. Jokic grabbing the rebound. Coming from the Toyota Center here in Houston, Texas, I'm Vinny from vdub Productions on the call. If you like what you see, hit the like and subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do drop. And there will be a link in the description down below for my Cash App. I see Jabari Smith Jr. with a bucket, and the Rockets up by 5. As well as my social media accounts in the description underneath the link. Bruce Brown with the slam dunk off of a nice pass. Jamal Murray with the assist. The Nuggets shooting 15 of 34. Rockets 19 of 31. Let's go Rockets to chance right now. The Rockets looking to try to go up 2-0. And there's KD right there. 13 points in 14 minutes of play. He is still perfect from the field. He had 20 made shots from the field in game number 1. That ties a franchise record. Durant coming around. That shot's up. That's his first miss of the game. Jokic will grab the rebound. Over to Christian Braun. Braun over to Watson. Watson with the layup. That's in there. We are now halfway through the second quarter. 44-41, Rockets on top. We had an entertaining game 1 of this series. It looks right now we're going to have another entertaining game 2. Reed Sheppard for 3. That's in there. Reed Sheppard putting the Rockets on top by 6. Timeout, Denver. We're going to take one as well with 5:36 to play in the second. The Rockets leading at 47-41. Coming out of timeout here, the Rockets up by 6. We got lineup sets here. We'll get to those as best as I can for you guys. Looks like we got a lot of starters out. Coming back into the game, checking back into the game. Gordon looking like he'll inbound it to Jamal Murray. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there. Nikola Jokic and Cameron Johnson. So that is the lineup set for the Rockets. Thompson will get the rebound with Aaron Holiday. Over to Durant. Durant with the layup. That's in there. That's 15 for him. 10 of those in the paint. Şengün as well out there. And I believe that might be Tari Eason out on the court. Maybe not. Hardaway Jr. over to Murray. Murray for 3. That's in there. Jamal Murray with 17 points, 8 of those here in the second quarter. So the entire starting 5 for both teams checks back into the game. As Durant's coming around, that is no good. Jokic grabbing the rebound. Johnson with it, and they are all even in the rebound department right now. Over to Hardaway Jr. for 3. No good. Şengün grabbing the rebound. So we got Aaron Holiday over to Şengün. Şengün with the layup. That's going to go in. And the Rockets up by 7 again. Their largest lead has been 8. So we got Jamal Murray. Dishing over to Hardaway Jr. Jokic with it now. 13 on the shot clock. Now 4 minutes to play in the second. Jamal Murray again. Or is that not Murray? Yeah, that is Jamal Murray. And he's keeping the Nuggets to within 4 right now. Durant coming around. Durant misses that one. Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets average nearly 47 rebounds a game. They have 18 to this point. And they're Johnson for 3. That's in there. It's a 1-point game. Speaking of rebounds, the Nuggets only had 38 rebounds total in that first game. So they were below their average. Durant with a jump shot. That's in there. Make that 17 for him. 8 points in the mid-range. And the Rockets up by 3. 3 minutes to play until halftime. Jokic coming around. Over to Johnson. Johnson for 3. That's in there, and we are tied at 53. The Nuggets on a 12-4 run in the last 2:11 and counting. Timeout, Houston. We're going to take another timeout as well. 2:42 to play in the second. We are tied at 53. Substitution coming out on the court after the timeout. Tim Hardaway Jr. and Christian Braun coming back into the game now. And for the Rockets, we got Jabari Smith Jr. out into the game. Final 2:42 until halftime. Jabari Smith Jr. had 8 points in game number 1. Over to KD. KD coming out with the layup. That's in there, and the Rockets are on top by 2 again. That's 19 for KD. He had 49 in game number 1. Here the defense chance. Jokic back over to Braun. Back to Jokic. 3 on the shot clock. Over to Braun. Braun for 3. That's no good. Easton grabbing a rebound. Durant. Coming around. KD. Thought about it for a second. He will get it. Over to Amen Thompson. 5 on the shot clock. Thompson. Jump shot. No good. Jokic grabbing a rebound. Here defense chance here. Under a minute and a half to play here in the first half. Hardaway Jr. for 3. That's in there. And the Nuggets are leading at 56-55 right now. As I said, game 1 was a good one. Game 2 looks like it's going to be the same. And there's Amen Thompson. He puts the Rockets on top again. Hardaway Jr. crossing the half-court line. 1 minute to play in the second. 1 minute to play in the second. Over to Jokic, back to Gordon. Gordon for 3. That's in there! Aaron Gordon putting the Nuggets on top by 2. 3-point field goals, 13 of 31 for the Nuggets. 5 of 13 right now in the first half. We look at it for 3 points made. The Nuggets had 19 made compared to only 10 for the Rockets. And there's a block right there. That was Cameron Johnson, a block on Kevin Durant. And Aaron Gordon, he'll miss that one. 20 to play until halftime. Thompson for 3. That's no good. Hardaway Jr. with the rebound, and shot clock is turned off. Jokic. Back over to Hardaway Jr. to Cameron Johnson. Back over to Jokic. Jokic over to Braun. Braun for 3. That's in there. It's a 5-point lead with 3 seconds to play in the second. Durant going to get a desperation 3 off. That's an air ball anyway. We reached the end of the first half. The Denver Nuggets leading it 62-57. You are watching Game 2 of the Western Conference Quarterfinals here on VDub Productions, and we're going to take it to halftime. We'll see you on the other side of the halftime report. Back here, getting ready to start the second half here in the Toyota Center in Houston. 62-57, Nuggets on top, and we have Jamal Murray highlights here. Game high 20 points right now for the Denver Nuggets. And I don't even know how many threes he's shot made so far, but he's made the majority of his shots have been from the three-point line as Şengün gets it over to Amen Thompson. Thompson grabbing a rebound. Or no, has it through half court right now. Murray, Hardaway Jr., Jokic, Johnson, Gordon out on the court to start the second half here as Thompson with a bucket. So we got Thompson, Durant, Şengün, Easton, and Holiday out there on the court here. 6 on the shot clock. Over to Murray, back over to Hardaway Jr. for 3, no good. But Jokic gets the offensive rebound. There's Johnson for 3, no good. Şengün grabbing a rebound. Durant coming around. Over to Thompson. KD with it. So KD with 19 in the first half. He had 49 in game 1, tied the franchise record for the Rockets. And KD with the layup. Make that 21 for him, 14 of them in the paint. And the Rockets within 1. The Nuggets had no larger lead than 5. Jokic for 3, no good. The Rockets did have an 8-point lead in that first quarter. Jokic only has 7 points. He had a triple-double in game 1. And there's Alperen Şengün, and the Rockets are on top by 1 again. They scored the first 6 points here in the third quarter. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter. 15 on the shot clock. 10-16 now to play here in the second. Murray. This is over to Hardaway Jr. Hardaway Jr. for 3. That's in there. Tim Hardaway Jr. with 8. Now make that 11 points. He shot 50% from the field with 8 points in the first half. But that 3 puts the Nuggets up by 2 again. With Hardaway Jr. now in double figures. KD with it. Durant, shot is no good. Johnson grabbing a rebound. Kevin Durant with 21 points and 2 assists on 10 of 15 shooting there. And Gordon with an alley-oop slam dunk. Nuggets up by 4 again. Over to Amen Thompson. Thompson, that's in there. And the Rockets within 2. They briefly had a 1-point lead here in this third quarter. But the Nuggets have scored and have put themselves back on top. Johnson for 3. No good. Jokic with the offensive rebound and the put-in. That's 9 points for him. Be very interesting if he still has a triple-double in this game. He should probably have a double-double for sure. Thompson coming around. Back over to Şengün. Over to Durant. Durant for 3. No good. Jamal Murray with the rebound. And there's a shot for 3 from Cameron Johnson. It's a 7-point lead, their largest. A 10-2 run in the last minute 45 and counting. That was after the Rockets scored the first 6 points of this third quarter to go ahead by 1. Durant for 3. That's in there. That's 24 for him. And the Rockets within 4 again. Durant back over to Jokic. Murray, jump shot. That's in there. The Nugs up by 6 again. Nuggets shooting at 50%, 28 of 56, 31 now of 52 for the Rockets after that miss. Got Hardaway Jr. over to Jokic. Back over to Johnson. Holding on to it right now to Nikola Jokic. Jokic over to Hardaway Jr. And he's going to dish that one out, or passes that up, and that's going to be a steal by Amen Thompson. Aaron Holiday. Over to Durant. 7:13 to play here in the third. 5 on the shot clock. Durant passes up a shot. Now he'll take the shot. That's no good. Jokic grabbing a rebound. 7 minutes to play. Murray coming around with the layup. That's in there. It's an 8-point lead. Is it over for KD? 14 on the shot clock. Thompson, that's in there. Amen Thompson. He has 18 points, 6 of those in the mid-range. Rockets within 6. Got Jamal Murray. Over to Jokic. Tim Hardaway Jr. for 3. No good. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Dishes it back over to Thompson. Thompson, that's in there. Amen Thompson bringing the Rockets back to within 4. He has 20 points. Timeout, Nuggets. 6:11 to play in the third. They're leading at 76-72. And we are back here in Houston coming out of the timeout here. 4-point lead for the Denver Nuggets. They lead at 76-72 right now here in game number 2 of the Western Conference Quarterfinals, coming to you from the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas, as Murray will take the inbound here. Jokic with the bucket. That's in there. I believe that's 11 for him. He's in double figures. Jamal Murray with the assist. Got Holiday coming around with Şengün. Şengün won't get it up. It looked like Jokic was going to get a piece of it. 5:46 to play here in the third from the Toyota Center here. This is game 2 of the Western Conference Quarterfinals. The 6-seeded Denver Nuggets and the 3-seeded Houston Rockets. Rockets took game 1, 124-117. And there's a 3 by Jamal Murray. And the lead up to 7 again. That's their ties their largest. Durant for 3. He nails it. I am Vinny from vdubproductions on the call. If you like what you see, don't forget, hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do drop as Jokic comes around with the layup. And the Nuggets up by 6 again. Those are under 5 to play here. And also, if you want to support my channel financially, there is a link to my Cash App in the description down below. Thompson will lose it, and Hardaway Jr. will come up with it. Another turnover by the Rockets. Murray for 3. He gets it. It's a 9-point lead for Denver. Denver looked like they're slumbering to start the second half here, giving up the first 6 points, but they have woken up for sure. And Kevin Durant with the jump shot there, bringing the Rockets to within 7. The Nuggets looking to try to even the series, heading back to Denver. The Rockets looking to try to go up 2-0. Murray for 3. That is in there. Jamal Murray now has 33 in this game. See, Aaron Holiday. It's a 10-point lead for the Nuggets. And Şengün with the dunk there, making it 89-81. The Nuggets 34-63. The Rockets 37-59 from the field here as we're approaching 3.5 to play in the third. 14 on the shot clock. Gordon. That shot's no good. Durant with the rebound. KD over to Thompson. Thompson back over to Durant. Durant for 3. That's in there. And Kevin Durant bringing the Rockets to within 5. Jamal Murray. 3 minutes to play here in the third. Game 2 of the Western Conference Quarter. Hey, look at that. Şengün getting the block on Jokic. Thompson with it. Is over to Holiday. Holiday for 3. That's in there. And the Rockets are within 2. A quick 8-0 run. The Rockets not going away just yet. The Nuggets did have an 11-point lead at one point in game number 1. But we know how that resulted in. Johnson misses that one. Şengün grabbing the rebound. Aaron Holiday. Is it back over to Amen Thompson here. 15 on the shot clock. Holiday for 3. And there's the bucket right there. Aaron Holiday putting the Rockets on top by 1 again on an 11-0 run. 2 minutes to play here in the third. Johnson for 3. No good. Amen Thompson grabbing the rebound. Aaron Holiday. Thompson had it for a second. Over to Durant. Durant's going to come around. He'll get the shot up, and he's going to go to the line shooting 2. Cameron Johnson, that's his first personal foul, and the first team foul called against the Nuggets here late in the third quarter. 2 shots for KD. He'll make the first one. Here we got substitutions coming in onto the court here. So we got Pickett coming into the game now. I think that's the first time we called him. So we got Watson, Pickett, Valanciunas, Braun, Okogie, and Smith Jr. entering the game. KD will sink them both. 13-0 run here, as I said. Valanciunas, Pickett, Braun. I think Bruce Brown, has it, and there's a reaching foul called against Okogie here, and who else is coming into the game for the Nugs? Holmes is coming in as well, so kind of be interesting here because we just had substitutions as KD's coming back into the game, or is he be moving up to the guard position here? Let's wait for 2K. All right, so we got Holmes the second. I believe that's Bruce Brown, Christian Braun. It's Holmes for 3. That's in there, and we are tied at 92. That puts an end to the 13-0 run. So we got Finney-Smith, Durant out on the court. Şengün is still on the court. Durant for 3. No good. Watson with the rebound. And there's Brown again for 3. No good. Şengün grabbing the rebound. Under a minute to play here in the third. All tied up at 92. Back over to Josh Okogie. So we got Okogie, Durant, Finney-Smith, Şengün out on the court. And there's Valanciunas with the slam dunk. And just like that, the Nuggets regain the lead here with 29.6 to play in the third quarter. KD dishing it back over to Şengün. And there, Okogie for 3. That's in there, and the Rockets lead it by 1. Brown over to Valanciunas. That is no good. Şengün grabbing a rebound, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Nuggets led by 5 to start the third. They led by as many as 10, but a 16-5 run, and the Rockets leading it by 1. We'll be back to start the fourth quarter shortly. Fourth quarter here in Houston. We start off with the State Farm assist of the game. Who is that going to go to? It looked like that. Couldn't see who that the State Farm assist of the game, but I know the Nuggets will inbound it here. As we got Braun, Murray, Valanciunas. Looks like Brown and Watson might be out on the court. We got Okogie, Tate, Şengün, Finney-Smith, and Smith Jr. That's the lineup set for the Rockets here, but you see the Nuggets are on top by 1 again with that bucket. Şengün coming around, layup is in there, and the Rockets are on top by 1. That's 20 for Alperen Şengün, all 20 of those here in the paint. Bruce Brown holding on to it right now. Back over to Valanciunas to Jamal Murray for 3. That's in there, and the Nuggets are tied at, the Nuggets retake the lead, 99-97. 55 seconds into the fourth quarter. Şengün coming around. Şengün layup no good. Valanciunas grabbing a rebound. We got Jamal Murray. Back over to Brown. Over to Valanciunas. Back over to Murray. And that is no good. Valanciunas with the offensive rebound. That shot is up, no good. Şengün grabbing a rebound. Dorian Finney-Smith with it now, crossing the half-court line. Nuggets up by 2. Game 2 of the Western Conference Quarterfinals. Rockets won Game 1, 124-117. See Jayshawn Tate over to Okogie. Okogie for 3. No good. Valanciunas grabbing a rebound. Brown has it. Over to Valanciunas. Valanciunas coming around. He's going to go to the line. In and at one opportunity as Dorian Finney-Smith with the first personal foul. And we got some substitutions out on the court as Nikola Jokic coming back out. Watson going to the bench. Jokic gets power forward right now. And for the Rockets, Kevin Durant back into the game and Josh Okogie moving to the shooting guard. Valanciunas will sink it. It's a 5-point lead again for the Nuggets here. All right, over 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Durant coming around. Durant with a bucket. That's in there. And the Rockets still within 3. We look at the game summary. 16 lead changes, 3 ties. Largest lead is 8 points for the Rockets as Jokic with a bucket, and he puts the Nuggets up by 5. But the Nuggets had a 10-point lead. That's their largest. Look at that. Alperen Şengün with the baseball pass. Both teams reached past the century mark here. 104-101. Nuggets on top as Şengün has 22 points. Jokic over to Murray. Murray coming around with the layup. That's in there. 5-point lead again for the Nugs. KD over to Şengün. Şengün coming around. No good. Valanciunas grabbing the rebound. Back over to Jamal Murray. 12 on the shot clock. Murray for 3. That's in there. It's an 8-point lead for the Nuggets again. The Nuggets on a 15-6 run. That's actually 15-6 is what the Nuggets are outscoring the Rockets right now here in the third quarter. Durant coming around with the slam dunk. That's in there. The Rockets still shooting 63% and the Nuggets at 53%. Ah, look at that. The ball went to the crowd for a second. Surprised not a delay of game was called against the Rockets. Jokic back over to Braun, the Murray here. 10 on the shot clock. Back over to Jokic. Jokic coming around. The layup is in there. It's an 8-point lead for the Nuggets again. Şengün dishing it back over to Durant. Gets it over to Alperen Şengün. 7.5 to play here in the fourth. Şengün coming around with the layup. That's in there. It's 24 points for Alperen Şengün and the Rockets within 6. Jamal Murray coming around inside the paint. That's in there. And the lead is up to 8 again. Got Durant. That shot is up. That's in there. KD. 113-107. 6:50 to play here in the fourth. Murray coming around. And Murray's going to go to the line shooting 2. That is KD's first foul. That's the second team foul. Kevin Durant was the player of the game, was the star of the game in game 1. Jamal Murray looks like he wants to be that player and try to send this series back to Denver tied at 1. And the first one is made. Valanciunas going to the bench. Jokic moving back to center. Aaron Gordon, the power forward. And he'll miss the second one. So the lead is 7 for the Nuggets. Largest lead was 10 points for them. Over to Amen Thompson. Thompson coming around, dishes it back over to Şengün, over to Durant. 2 on the shot clock. Durant for 3. No good. Jokic grabbing a rebound. Jokic for 3. No good, but Aaron Gordon gets the offensive rebound. Back over to Tim Hardaway Jr. 9 on the shot clock. Over to Jokic. Back to Hardaway Jr. Hardaway Jr. coming around the layup. That's in there. It's a 9-point lead. $20 on the shot clock. And there, Thompson coming around. That's in there. Amen Thompson. 5.5 to play here in the fourth. 116-109. Denver on top. As I said, game 2 of this series. I said the Rockets did win game 1 by 7. In a high-scoring game. It looks like this might be a higher-scoring game. Oh, almost a steal right there for the Rockets. Murray's going to get the shot up. That's no good. Şengün grabbing a rebound. Smith Jr. She's back over to Durant. And they're 3 on the shot clock. Durant coming around. That's in there. Kevin Durant bringing the Rockets to within 5 here. He has 42 in this game, 20 in the paint. He had 49 in game number 1, but will his 42 be enough to get this Rocket team up 2-0? That is actually Johnson with the 3-pointer there. It's back to an 8-point lead again. Timeout, Rockets. 4:16 to play. We're going to take a timeout. The Nuggets leading it 119-111. We'll be back. Coming out of the timeout here with the Denver Nuggets up by 8. So let's see. Holiday, Thompson, Durant, and cannot get that. Let's see. Holiday, Thompson, Durant, Easton, Şengün, and then we got Johnson, Murray, Hardaway Jr. As we look at that scoreboard there. So I'll probably try to get as much as I can. As I had a quick glance at that scoreboard of the lineup set. You see Tari Easton out there. Over to KD. KD coming around. That layup is in there. That's 44 for Durant. So it is Murray, Johnson, Hardaway Jr., Gordon, and Jokic. That's the lineup set for the Nuggets. Johnson for 3. No good. Easton grabbing a rebound. Gotta get a bucket up soon, you know. Holiday back over to Durant. Durant coming around with a layup. That's in there. That's 46 for Kevin Durant. And the Rockets within 4. $15 on the shot clock. Murray coming around, dishing it. That is no good. Thompson grabbing a rebound. Holiday with it. Back over to Durant. 3 minutes to play here in the fourth. Coming around, Durant, layup, make that 48 points. And the Rockets are within 1, or within 2, I should say. And their Jokic coming around. There's a layup right there, and the Nuggets up by 4. 2:40 to play. 49 points for Kevin Durant in game 1, and currently 48. Make that 50! Make that 50 for KD. And once again, the Rockets within 2 here. 2:24 to play here in the fourth. Over to Jokic, and Jokic with the slam dunk. 123-119. We have KD. KD coming around. That's no good. Johnson with the rebound. Under 2 to play here in the fourth. This is Vinny from vdubproductions. I hope you enjoy what you're seeing. If you do enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you have not yet. And hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. And see Murray for 3. No good. Jokic will get the offensive rebound and a put in. Some second chance points there for the Nugs. 125, 119. Minute and a half to play. Durant coming around. That's 52 for him. The Rockets within 4. Durant. As you see, Jokic coming around. That's in there. Still a 2-possession game, so the Rockets still in this thing. In there. Durant. Dish it over to Eason. Eason back to Şengün. Şengün dishes over to Durant. Durant for 3. That's in there. That's 55 for Kevin Durant. He had 61 points in a watched game, actually, earlier in the regular season. Jokic coming around. Over to Johnson for 3. That's in there. Oh, ice-cold veins by Cameron Johnson as we have a timeout by the Rockets. 49.3 left to play. The Nuggets up by 6. We're going to take a timeout. Coming out of the timeout here, 130 to 124. As I said, Durant with 55 points. That is now a new franchise record for the Houston Rockets if this was a real-life game. He had 61 in the game earlier in the season in a watch game. Durant coming around. Needs to get something going. Durant dishes it over to Holiday. 9 on the shot clock. Holiday for 3. No good. Jokic with the rebound, and Şengün's going to foul. And that's not good enough for the bonus just yet. Okay, interesting. As Holiday will be called for the foul here, and now Murray's going to go to the line shooting 2. Jamal Murray, I know, is over 40-plus points in this game as well. Or at least 40-plus points. So Murray and Durant have put on some shows here. Murray will hit the first one. It's a 7-point lead for the Nuggets. Make that 8 points again. Largest lead of the game for the Nuggets was 10. Durant, deep 3. That's in there. Oh, my goodness. 58 for him. And foul by Amen Thompson. And Tim Hardaway Jr. is going to go to the line shooting 2. 2-possession game right now. We had ourselves a dandy of a game right now. It was back and forth for a while, but the Nuggets are looking like they're trying to pull away in this game. 133-127. Game 1 was entertaining, but this was also entertaining as well. Timeout, Houston. We're going to take one as well with 19.1 left to play in the fourth. 134-127, Nuggets on top. Coming out of the timeout here, 134-127, Rockets on top with 19.1 left to play here in game number 2. Story of the game, Kevin Durant, 58 points, but that may not be enough for the Rockets. And there, Durant dishes it over to Holiday. Holiday for 3. That is no good. Johnson with the rebound, and I don't think they're going to foul. And they're just going to hold on to it right now. The Denver Nuggets are going to walk away with a 134-127 win, and we are heading back to Denver with this series tied at 1. 58 points by Kevin Durant, but I kind of want to see how Jamal Murray's stats was, because I know he was over 40 points as well. See the crowd really upset right now in Houston, and don't blame them. We are going to walk away. You look at that Nuggets fan right there. He's very happy. As we look at Jamal Murray being interviewed, he's most likely going to be the player of the game. But stay tuned, everybody. We still got post-game stats and then my sign-off. It is now time to look at the post-game player statistics for the Houston Rockets right now. He led by 58 points, led by Kevin Durant, who 58 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Look at that, 25 of 36 shooting from the field. So he tied the franchise record. So he set the franchise record for both points and field goals made in a game. Alperen Şengün, 24 points, 14 rebounds, a double-double for him, 6 points and 2 blocks. Amen Thompson, 22 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal. Aaron Holiday with only 6 points and 10 assists. Josh Okogie, 6 points, 1 rebound. Reed Shepherd with 6 points and 6 assists. Jabari Smith Jr., 5 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and a steal. Got Tari Easton with only 3 rebounds. Clint Capella with 2 rebounds. Dorian Finney-Smith only had 3 rebounds. Jae'Sean Tate, no stats in 4 minutes of play. Steven Adams, Jeff Green did not play for the Houston Rockets. And now for the victorious Houston Rockets. Jamal Murray, the player of the game, 48 points, 13 assists with 1 rebound. And Nikola Jokic had ended up with a triple-double of 25 points, 18 rebounds, and 13 assists. So that's back-to-back triple-doubles for him. Everybody wants to talk about Murray's 48 and 13. That's a great performance, but Jokic's triple-double in both games, another reason why the series is going back 1-1. Cam Johnson, 24 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Tim Hardaway Jr., 15 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. Jonas Valanciunas, 7 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Aaron Gordon with 5 points and 2 rebounds. Christian Braun, 3 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Deron Holmes, 3 points. Bruce Brown, 2 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Peyton Watson with 2 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Jalen Pickett, no stats in only 1 minute of play. Hunter Tyson, Zeke Naji, and Julian Strawther did not play for the Denver Nuggets. And that will do it for your post-game player statistics. Coming up will be Game 2 of the Western Conference Quarterfinals between the number 5 seed Los Angeles Lakers and the number 4 seeded Minnesota Timberwolves. The T-Wolves took Game 1, 120-110, behind 34 points from Anthony Edwards. Julius Randle also had a triple-double in that game as well. And then also Luka Doncic led all scorers for the Lakers with 34 points himself. Can the Lakers find a way to even this series and go back to Los Angeles tied at 1, or will the Timberwolves take Game 2 of this series and go up 2-0 heading back to La La Land? If you like what you see, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you are new to this channel. Don't forget to also hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. And with that, I want to let everybody know the final score of tonight's game. The Denver Nuggets even the series 134-127 over the Houston Rockets behind a 48-point performance by Jamal Murray, spoiling a 58-point performance by Kevin Durant. I am Vinny from vdubproductions, and I will be signing off.